reporters saying your names?
Ashley Benson.
Shay Mitchell.
Thank you. So I want to know what actually happens if you guys reveal too much of the plot. You guys are always like, I can't say.
I will get fired and I will get shipped back to Canada. Probably.
So what can you tell us about your characters, like personality-wise? You talked a lot about your like career and what you've done. Have your personalities changed at all?
So I think just gotten older, but our personalities have pretty much stayed the same.
I think we're just a lot more confident in how we handle different situations, and I think for Emily's character, she's been through the most with all the girls during that 5 years, so she's grown up way ahead of us in those 5 years.
Did she stay in college? I'm very curious because it seems like she's not out in the professional world the same way that the other girls are.
Right. That is what we're going to be finding out in November for our special. She does go to school, yes. Yeah. It's just finding out what exactly she ends up doing. It's a mystery.
Ashley, is that like you weren't happy with some of the stuff that happens in the time jump? So can you say kind of, did she change it all over 6B and did she kind of line up with what you were hoping for, or still kind of?
She definitely went into a direction I wanted to go with, but personal stuff I didn't like. But you'll find out.
I know, it's really like we can't really tell you anything, so thank you.
How many different ways can you speak vaguely about
Well, when you guys heard that the time jump was happening, you were really excited that you were finally going to be playing characters that you could kind of relate to a little bit better than the ones running around high school.
Yeah, I was so sick of being in a classroom. I didn't even go to high school, so I was like, oh, die.
Good idea.
And I think our fans are also growing up too, so it's nice to be able to catch up to the level that they're at. In TV world, everything is condensed, and those 6 years are condensed into like a year and a half. So it's kind of nice to be able to catch up now.
What do you guys hope your characters learned in those 5 years or even before they can now use as adults?
I feel like they've dealt with so much even before the 5-year jump, and like they've gone through quite a few experiences, but I think with that, just the 5 years more confidence than anything.
Are you allowed to tease about the state of Hannah and Caleb at all after the time? Or is that a no-no?
I mean, yeah, go Halo.
Yeah, go Halo.
Would it be fair to say that they've been each other's rock for so far?
But
Is that going to continue?
I mean, they'll always have that bond, and in the jump, like the things that you don't see, she moved to New York with Caleb, and they got an apartment, and they kind of like did their thing up there, which you won't see on the show, but you'll see it in the special episode that we release in November.
Were there any items from your high school wardrobe you were happy to see go, and anything you wanted to add in?
Everything out.
You wanted everything out. I think I tried to get my like Converse sneakers out, but they still managed to come back in.
Are the girls going to be really hesitant about going back to Rosewood now that they've received the letter from Allie and all that? What are their states when they get back there? Are they wanting to testify, or are they?
I think the girls wanted to get as far away from Rosewood as possible when we last saw them, and I think even when they get back there, it's still that sort of like, oh, it's our home, but we still want to leave and like go back,
They've grown so much, like in the last 5 years, that they were so done with everything. Like that chapter of their lives closed, and when they get this letter, they're like, I mean, they don't want to do it, but they want to be there for Allie. But every time that they go do something for Allie, something else happens. So I think that they are hesitant to go back, but they really have no choice.
Are they different in how they feel about whether they want to try to help Charlotte or not help Charlotte?
I don't think so. I think they did it out of favor of Allison.
I have to talk very slowly about every answer. I'm like, what are we allowed to say? What she said.
It kind of seems like they're not as close as they were before the time jump now. Can you talk about all about maybe what could have caused that kind of separation, or what it's going to be like when they all have to come back together?
I think it's just being away from each other. I think it was almost like similar to the pilot episode when we first saw them. They'd been close friends, but then something made them drift apart. So they were very comfortable with one another because they weren't as close. And I think that after 5 years, I mean, maybe they've stayed in touch over like FaceTime and that sort of thing, but as far as getting together as often as they would have liked, I don't think that happened in 5 years.
Now that they're older, is there going to be a lot more tension between all of them? They've been through so much individually and together that now that they're all coming back together and they're dealing with obviously testifying and all that, wanting to help Allie and not wanting to help, is it going to like clashing of heads happening?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's always going to be tensions in like weird situations, but they've already been through this, so you know, the more that they can like stick together and talk things out is really how everything's going to be handled. But I would say that there's tension.
I'm sorry, we have to wrap. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, usually I have like one of these things, but I forgot it. Oh, why is that? I don't know. That's how I got. I don't know. Maybe somebody, I'd heard somebody kind of chastise her about revealing something. Maybe she was still kind of dealing with that. Or maybe she should have been, right?
I did not know we were two separate things. That's intense. It's crazy to me because it's such a bad environment. But then, like, there's a constant. So it's like, what's happening? Like, big you have to, like, advertise. Try to get I'd rather
Yeah, she was a bit curt. Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, I'm not in your camera. No. Maybe hand gestures, but that adds to it. What? Maybe hand gestures, but that adds to it.